You haven't seen that?
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Where was my invite? How? How have you not seen shit?
Dude, I felt like I was on a fucking roller coaster there, dude. Holy shit.
How the fuck have you not seen that movie?
It's so
Hey there, everybody. Thanks for listening to another episode of YHST. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Cockerham, the high school teacher.
And I'm your other host, Mr. Tony. How are you doing, sir?
And today is a monumental moment because this is the last day you'll hear that intro.
Ugh.
We're doing things different, Tony. We're changing it up, man.
We fear change.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You don't do well with it.
No.
Why?
Well, I really like that intro.
It's a good intro.
Yeah.
It kind of like fell together really easily too.
Yeah, we had that one on like the very first episode, right? Maybe two.
Yeah, it was about 3 in. I think it was finally like complete, and then we've just been riding with it.
It had a good run.
But it has too many swears.
Yeah.
And the YouTube doesn't like the swears. That's what I'm starting to think about. Also, I've been noticing I swear a lot on the show, and I want to not swear so much.
Why?
I don't know. Why do I got to say a swear every time?
Because it's funny.
It's only if you do it over and over again, it's not funny though. Unless you do it over and over and over and over again, right?
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. It's like an amplifier.
I guess.
Some people call it a crutch. Like it makes your conversation more interesting. Mm-hmm. But I always thought it as an amplifier. It really puts an exclamation point on what you're trying to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just you listen back to the stuff that you put out, and then you're like, I could have said this better. I could have done this better. Why am I saying these words like this?
I don't know. That's like too much preparation.
Gets into your head too much?
Yeah, because then you're just overthinking it, and then you're not being like yourself.
Yeah.
And then it turns into that episode that will never be published.
So good that we deleted that one.
Pretty happy about that.
Jeez
Yeah, that's
Louise.
sad, though, man. That's sad. That intro had a good run.
Mm-hmm. Almost 50 episodes.
Almost. It's very fun.
Yeah.
It was always good from the beginning, so I'm sad to see that go.
But today we're also doing a review of Best Friends Forever. Episode 6 is now available on YouTube.
Yes.
Fishhook Studios. Go check that out.
Yes.
And after that, we're going to put a pin in it, and we won't come back to the web series until the very last episode, which will be episode 10. So you got 4 more after that, 3 more.
So it should be like a month, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Nice.
So we're going to go back to our movies, and I'm so excited to go back to watching movies.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a minute.
What was the last movie we watched? American Psycho?
Yeah, we ended on American Psycho.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was fun. I mean, we're going to go into it with a little bit different approach. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, we don't really know what we're going to do.
Right.
We have, like, a gist of it, right?
Yeah, I think
it's just going to be different. I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be different.
That's all.
Yeah, we'll leave it to that.
So,
but episode 6.
Episode 6.
It is the sin of
Pride.
Okay.
Does it seem like pride?
It seems like gluttony.
Okay, why does it seem like gluttony?
Because he's overindulging.
Overindulging into alcohol.
Right.
I thought it as pride because he's going to drink and drive. And he's like, I have too much pride to like call an Uber or walk home. I fucking got this.
Okay.
I'm not saying that anybody should ever do this.
Right.
But there are people who sometimes after they overindulge, they realize, I got this. I could totally drive home.
No problemo.
That's being too prideful.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. That makes sense. That probably makes more sense.
But the gluttony thing definitely makes sense. Also, how cool would it be if there was a bar that did beer bucket challenges?
Dude, I was thinking that when we were watching it. Yeah. That's a lot of beer. That's like 25 beers.
Yeah, what do you think would be, like if a bar was going to do a beer bucket challenge?
I think it'd be 2 buckets.
2 buckets?
Yeah,
10 beers?
10 beers.
In like a time frame?
I don't know, you could never do it, though. It's so, like, dangerous. I mean, like, you know, people, like, do wings. Like,
yeah.
If you can eat fucking 20 of these hot-ass wings, we'll give you a picture.
Name on the wall.
Yeah.
With a cute girl waitress.
Sure. But
And
you
then-
can't do beers, I don't think.
Well, it's illegal,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, at what limit do if it was legal?
Like you're saying, if it was legal, what could I do?
Yeah. yeah.
I could definitely do 10.
Okay.
Without question. In how long, though?
Yeah, I mean, well, they used to do in colleges like case races. Have you ever done a case race?
I've done a case race, yeah.
I've never done a case race.
I did a case race with 2 girls, no offense, and a gentleman that didn't drink much.
Okay, so it was 4 of you.
That was our team.
Oh, okay.
So I drank 13 or 14 beers in like 45 minutes.
And you're talking 30 rack or 24?
24.
24.
Yeah, I think they were Bud Lights.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, yeah, I barked.
Yeah, it's the overindulgence of alcohol.
I could probably do 10 beers in 90 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're familiar with it, you can, you could shotgun it, you
What are you
could
trying to
bong
say?
it, you can,
Yeah.
it's light beer. So
That's the
it's,
thing, though. It's like, okay, so you had to do one every 9 minutes.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
It's not a lot until you get to about beer 5.
Then you're having trouble.
Yeah,
You're probably
yeah.
barfing.
Burping.
If you drink 10 beers in 90 minutes, you barf, probably?
It's like the gallon milk challenge.
Yeah.
People, you can't do that. You can't put that much lactose into your stomach or else you're going to vomit.
Yeah.
I could probably, though, slam a gallon of water,
Yeah.
right?
Probably still wouldn't feel good.
I wouldn't feel well, but I could do it, which means I feel pretty confident that I could do that with a light beer.
How many ounces in a gallon? 128?
Yes.
Okay. And then 90 or 10 beers would be 120?
Yeah.
So it's a gallon of beer in 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Never mind. I
No,
can't do that.
can't do it.
That's way too much.
Doesn't matter on the temperature for you. Cold beer, warm beer.
Warm beer kind of grosses me out.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be probably pretty cold.
Cold.
I would say on the colder side. If it's freezing, you'll get a headache or whatever.
Keg stands are rough because
Yeah.
it's so cold.
Keg stands are fun, though.
They're fun, but it's rough because they're so cold.
Yeah.
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's a good point.
At what age are you too old to do keg stands?
31.
You're done doing keg stands
Yeah,
at
I
that
can't
age?
do keg stands anymore.
I got you. I don't think anybody could pick me up to do a keg
That's what
stand.
I was
You
thinking
know what I mean?
too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they were fun. They're kind of stupid, though, if you think about it.
Well, wouldn't you say all of the drinking games that you play are pretty stupid in like theory?
I like Flippy Cup. I think that's like a fun, you don't really get that drunk game.
You're right. Well, there's camaraderie.
Yes, camaraderie,
Right.
teamwork.
Keg stand, it's just you.
It's just you.
Case race, I mean, it's you and your team, but like
But yeah,
you're in a case.
there's an objective.
You know, yeah. Flippy cup, it's very lighthearted.
Pretty fun.
Pong,
I hate Pong.
it's lighthearted. You don't like it though.
No, I don't like it. It's too slow.
Told you about Cheers Governor. Did we go over this before? I told you about the Cheers Governor game.
No.
This one's rough. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. It's an IU Bloomington game. It's awesome. You have to count to 21. Okay.
Okay.
So you sit in a circle. Everybody sits in a circle. You need a good group of people.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody has to be ready to get overindulged and intoxicated, have a good time.
Sure.
Okay. So you start with 1, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 8, 9, 10, 7. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Cheers, Governor. Okay? You get to the end. That's how you do it the very first round. You get to the very end.
Okay.
Let's say I got to the very end. I got to say cheers, Governor.
Yeah.
I get to make a rule for a number. So I would say when you get to 4, you have to stand up and you got to do this.
Okay.
Okay? So then it would go 1, 2, 3,
4.
5, 6, 11.
Oh, you don't say 4?
8, 9, 10, 7, 13, 14, 15, 16, all the way to 21. And you have to get every single number to do something.
You know why I hate children?
Why?
Because why can't you just sit around and drink?
It's a fun game. You get a good group of people doing something like that, and it's very fun.
I never needed an excuse to drink and get drunk.
That's such an old man
I
reason.
am an old man.
I know, but
I've been an old man since I was 21.
isn't that fun, though? You don't like that.
I don't know. It's too hard.
Too much thinking?
Yeah. That's why I like Flippy Cup. There's really not much thought. It's rowdy. That's why I like Flippy Cup.
It's rowdy. It's a rowdy time.
It's rowdy.
You can blare music.
Scream at people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's my favorite by far.
Yeah.
Beer pong for me is like, it's like 4 people. And if you got a big group of people, like there's 15 people there, you're taking up the whole area.
Uh-huh.
You're in the way. It's slow.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Balls are like flying everywhere.
You know which one I loved, though?
What's that?
And still would play to this day? Sink the Biz.
Dude, Sink the Biz. Also a Bloomington game.
Oh, okay.
That one's fun.
That's very fun.
That's a really good game.
Yeah. That's extremely fun.
Did you ever have to take the bucket down?
I've never taken the bucket down. I don't think I would.
When we went to the Wisconsin Dells, Diaz, I won't say his first name, Diaz, ended up having to do the whole entire bucket, but we had mixed it with everything. There was light beer, there was Alpha King, there was stouts, there was
didn't we get a keg of Alpha King?
Yeah, it was like all kinds of stuff.
What a mistake, huh?
Yeah, well, you got it for free.
Still.
I mean,
still gross.
A free keg? How can you pass that
when you're
up?
trying to party?
We had 2.
Yeah, they were both gone.
Savages.
Yep.
Savages in our young years. So Ollie gets drunk.
Yes.
And then he ends up killing somebody.
Yep. The bartender.
Sad. I mean, he murdered somebody, right? He's obviously going to have to go to hell. You can't not kill somebody and not go to hell.
Right, because the episode 5, he's supposed to do lust.
Doesn't do lust.
And in 6, he's supposed to do greed or pride. Does murder. Murder's not a deadly sin, though.
But it is most certainly a sin. You can't kill people.
It's not one of the 7 deadly sins.
It's not. But if you killed somebody, do you think Jesus would be like, yo?
I'm just going by the book. Or the written rules.
See, now, where are the 7 deadly sins? Are they located in the first book, second book?
I don't know. I don't want to get back into this again. I was so confused last week. I thought about that for days. Like, what the fuck are these rules? I don't get it.
Yeah.
No, it's a very good episode.
You like it?
I think the cliffhanger's insane.
It's a good cliffhanger.
It's insane. I kind of forgot about it because I haven't seen 6 since the premiere.
Right.
It's like, oh, Jesus, this is how it leaves off. Like, wow.
Yeah.
What the hell's going to happen?
And it starts ripping, like, as soon as you come back from the dance sequence of Graham, which is just spectacular. It's
amazing.
It's my favorite scene in the web series. Is that, you know, he goes down the elevator, he shoots up, and he's dancing down the hallway.
Yeah.
And then he comes back, and then the music like cranks, right?
Yeah.
It turns into like a metal. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
right?
fuck yeah.
It gets all blurry.
Yep.
You're going to hell with me.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's like wild, you know?
Yeah, is that pointed out in any of the first 6 episodes that... Does he ever tell Ollie that his plan is to take him to hell with him?
No. Yeah.
The plan is that he needs to, what would you call that? Redeem himself to in order to be able to go to heaven himself, right?
Correct. He says that. He says, I got to complete my bucket list in order to pass over.
Right.
Right?
Okay, so he's like a spirit.
Yeah, he's a ghost.
So he's lying.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Like a demon would be.
Yeah.
Right?
Of course.
So then, and that opens up a little bit more into episode 7. You get every episode leads you with a little bit more of a breadcrumb about like
what the intentions are.
Yeah, the intentions and also the inner workings of Graham and his like ideas and how he's like handling these situations that are popping up.
Cool.
You know?
Yeah.
Because when he sits down in episode 6, when it opens up, Ollie's like, yo, I'm sorry I didn't get that bucket list finished. And he's like, whatever, it's fine. I just got to get a third of it done.
Right, because he's
really,
just trying to get him to go to hell.
He just needs him to do one thing, really.
Yeah, correct.
But he has to lie, and he has to say it's a bucket list.
Right. No, that's good.
What a shithead friend.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
What a shithead friend.
I get it, though.
But I would do it.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I think that Ollie would get it, too.
You
like
think
after
so?
he died, he'd be like, all right, yeah, I get it. You don't want to chill here by yourself.
You think Ollie is in a place where he would want to be with Graham in hell?
I think so.
Yeah?
I would think so, right?
I mean, when you think
Maybe
about...
not initially.
Right. Oh, okay.
But once he's there,
the Furno is like
and
burning around you.
And then Graham's like, hey, by the way,
yeah.
that was the plan.
Right.
It's like, oh, I get it.
Is that how you would feel if I convinced you to go down to hell with me?
I feel like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Little Nicky?
Yeah.
Dude, I love Little Nicky.
Yeah.
Love Little Nicky. Where they're shoving pineapples up Hitler's ass.
That movie's fucking messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think I'd be all right with it. Maybe take me like 100 years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have an eternity down there, right?
Yeah.
So you'd be okay.
I just feel like heaven's probably pretty boring.
You think it's boring?
Yeah. What do you do? Like sit around and read books and stuff? Think they got Netflix?
I mean, you would assume every person who has ever done something that you're like, oh my God, that's so cool, would be in hell, right?
Pretty much.
Like everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. Who's in heaven? Gandhi?
Maybe. Didn't he have prostitutes or something?
Yeah. He had he loved to have prostitutes.
Like younger girls too, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, he's in hell.
He's in hell.
For sure.
Can't do that.
Nope.
Who would be a good person? Who's a person like...
No president.
No president.
Right.
Not a single president.
No politician. Probably no movie star. Right?
Yeah.
No musicians. It's just like Mormons and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe the Amish.
The Amish would be up in heaven.
That's lame.
Pretty boring.
Right.
Pretty boring
Don't
people.
really have to concern myself of offending anybody because they can't use computers.
Ain't it wild, the Amish?
It's wild.
They're like, I know this
I want to voluntarily live in a third world country.
I know this combustible engine can go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds.
Yeah, but check out my horse.
Dude, I got original horsepower.
Yeah.
1 horsepower.
Yeah.
Sometimes I got 2 horsepower.
Yeah. And all I do all day is make furniture.
Isn't that also weird?
What's that?
That we call engines and the car's ability to move still horsepower?
Yeah, it's insane.
Why don't we?
But you can. The thing is you can visualize. Well, some people
800 horses. I can't visualize.
No,
800
you can
horses.
visualize what that feels like in car terms. You kind of know what at least some people do. You know what the difference between 200 horsepower and 300 horsepower feels like.
Right. But the fact that we use it as horsepower.
Yeah. What about torque?
See, that makes sense in my head for whatever reason.
Because it's torquing.
Torque, yeah.
Yeah.
Torque.
Right.
But horsepower.
I'm glad that you know what torque is.
I don't really understand what torque is. I just know it's the stuff that makes you go back.
Yep, exactly. That's it. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
It's just initial power.
But yeah, the Amish are going to be the only people that are up there.
Yeah, or I don't know, like librarians or something.
Yeah.
Dude, have you watched Worst Roommate Ever on Netflix? You gotta watch it.
Worst Roommate Ever.
I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
It's like about murder shit,
okay.
Which I'm obsessed with.
Really?
Yeah. You don't like murder stuff?
No. I don't get the hype train about
murder?
Yeah, the murder podcasts and stuff. No. I think it's stinky.
Okay, never mind then.
But what is that about?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It's about murder. It's just a cool story, like the first episode's sweet.
If you could meet anybody dead or alive. No. If you could meet anybody that's dead, who would it be?
I have no fucking clue.
Who's
I don't give a shit.
About anybody?
No. I'd meet Bill Burr.
He's alive.
I know.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But he wouldn't like me.
He wouldn't like you?
No.
Why not?
Because I'd be weird.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I'd just be too freaked out to meet him.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, well, this guy's a fucking weirdo.
Sure.
And I'd be crushed.
Yeah, but celebrities are used to that.
No.
What do you mean?
I mean, yeah, they're used to it, but they still think you're a douche.
I don't think they think you're a douche.
For sure.
No. They have to understand that, people are at this tier, right? You have a celebrity status.
Bill Burr is not a very approachable person, though. Have you ever heard him on other podcasts and stuff? He doesn't do very well.
No.
No, because he doesn't know how to interact with humans.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
He takes everything so personally.
Oh, this is what I was going to ask you.
Oh, okay.
What do you like about... Do you like when shows break the fourth wall?
Give me an example.
So people who are doing like a podcast or a show, doing this and just having a conversation as we're having the conversation that we're having. Breaking the fourth wall would be like, hey, audience, we're also talking to you. That's breaking the fourth wall.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
I like talking about like behind the scenes shit.
Okay,
like
behind the
like
curtain.
the beginning of the last episode, where you're like, we fucked up the last podcast.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Okay.
I like that kind of stuff.
But you don't like talking to the audience.
That's fucking lame.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Too much.
Right?
I mean, you look at the camera every once in a while, don't you?
Yeah, but that's funny.
I gotcha. But that's breaking the fourth wall, like Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
Ever seen it?
Many years ago.
He constantly is talking to the camera, right? That's like the idea of breaking the
Garth
fourth wall.
does that in Wayne's World.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Break the fourth wall.
I mean, I guess in some applications, then it is funny.
Yeah.
But it has to like not be lame as fuck.
Sure. You're right. I like behind the curtain more. Also in Wayne's World, right? Where they like open up the door and then they walk in and it's like a whole another studio production.
Like the battle scene?
Yeah, the battle scene that like comes into Wayne's World.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
That's funny.
Or like
that's so funny.
the end of Blazing Saddles where it's the lot, the Universal lot.
Yes,
and it pulls
that's
out.
what I was thinking of. Do they do it in Wayne's World too?
Wayne's World, they open a door and it's a bunch of like ninja or like crime fighting ops guys.
Yeah.
It's like I've always wanted to open a door to a bunch of guys training.
The scene with Blazing Saddles though is long. Like it's like
it's
a real
It's like
scene.
the last 15 or 20 minutes of the movie. Yeah.
I like that.
I like that
That's
too
funny.
because it's creative.
Yeah.
I don't like you guys gotta fucking subscribe and check out this and you're special.
Oh. Yeah.
Ew. You are special, but not like that.
Right.
Is that what you mean?
No. I'm just saying like in a
You started with one thing and now we're on a completely different thing. I'm not sure I understand the question.
I don't think I understood the question that I was given either.
Well, how do you feel about it?
I don't know. I think if it's done, there's like tasteful ways to do comedy.
Why are you asking me this?
I was thinking about it the other day.
Oh, okay.
I've been thinking about now that like we're finishing up with Best Friends Forever, right? Gears are turning. What am I doing next,
Sure.
right? Like me and Ian have some ideas.
Yeah.
Ryan with Ghost Team is like we're starting to try and do another production on something, right?
Crazy.
Start to do some more stuff. So it's like I'm thinking in what are good stories, what are good comedies, like what do I want to create as a like, you know, a comedic director?
Right.
Is that what I am?
Yep.
Okay.
For now, until you try to overexert yourself and make a bad drama.
Right. Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for the moment I do like just a terrible drama.
I was watching Ron White's most recent stand-up.
Yeah.
And he messes up some jokes and he left them in.
Oh, really?
Have you ever seen that before?
Uh-uh.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's going on and then
He like fumbles over a word.
Really?
And then he left it all in.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like creative.
Yeah.
It's unique.
Sure.
And I appreciate that, but it's very weird.
Well, what's funny is, you know, is the fact that that's all structured. Like every and every pause and every word is remembered and rehearsed,
So weird.
right? So then when you see it, you're like, oh my God, he just like walked up on stage and just started to talk.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that was a rehearsed plan for like
sure.
years, right? So then when you see it and it's a fumble, you know, it's like,
but
oh,
he
that's funny.
addresses it.
Oh, okay.
Like in the special. He's like, oh, fuck that up.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind
cool.
of funny. It's
like
kind of
that.
an interesting way to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like nowadays it's like everything's so similar
Yeah.
and everybody's doing everything the same that you have to try to be unique in some way to make it interesting.
Well, I think that's always been the point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you think of like the greats of comedy movies or the greats of comedy sketches, I mean, there's only so many.
Right.
There's a select few. It's because most people just reduce, reuse, and recycle. They just, you know, over and over and over
like
again.
this is working, we're going to do this too.
Exactly.
And it's not interesting or creative
Sure.
or good.
Right.
Well, sometimes it is, but yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm kind of like weird about the whole YouTube thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like making the shorts.
Yeah.
Those are fun with the zoom ins and stuff.
Those are good.
But I really like that.
Yeah.
And I try to put my own creative bullshit on it, but again, it's pretty similar to other stuff. But I feel like there's a way to be creative and not rinse and repeat and use the same bullshit thumbnails as everybody else does, where it's like they're outlined in a color and there's big words and they're like, what?
Yeah.
Like that shit is fucking lame.
Like
to
Mr.
me.
Beast. Mr. Beast? Is that it, right?
Sure.
He's like, it's like the status quo over and over again.
Yeah. It can't be fun.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, like, to get it out there and to make it more appealing, maybe. I just feel like that's not my target audience.
Yeah?
Is the people that
your target audience.
I don't think I do. I just know it's not those people. I know it's not those people.
Hey, that's a start, though, right?
Yeah. I just feel like people that like that kind of stuff are not the... Like, I want people that like similar shit to what I like, because then it makes sense.
Well, you don't want to be fake.
No.
That's the worst.
No, that's boring.
Right? Like, could you imagine, like, if you did one little fake thing, and it blew the fuck up.
Yeah, and then you're stuck to it?
You're stuck.
Yeah.
You got to do that stick.
Yeah, that sucks.
You know?
Yeah, and then you're living a lie.
Yeah.
And you drink yourself to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Little cirrhosis of the liver.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Fuck, man.
So, I don't know. That's what I've been thinking about. Like, where is the comedy? What comedy do I want to do? Because there's a lot of different types of comedy.
Yeah.
There's so many different types, right?
Right.
And there's so many different types to go about it in so many different ways. Like Zach Galifianakis. Have you ever seen, like, Between Two Ferns stuff? Oh, my God. It's just, like, I don't watch a lot of them, but the ones I watch, they're brilliant. They're very, very funny.
Right. And that's kind of what I'm talking about, is it's very creative and unique and different.
Right.
Which is cool.
Sure.
And I respect that. I don't love Zach Galifianakis, but I think that idea is good.
There's a guy on Adult Swim called Joe Pera. Do you know this dude? Mm-mm. Joe Pera. He's got a TV show. It's on Adult Swim, so it's late night, 15-minute show. It's called Joe Pera Talks to You. And it's this comedian who's created a show where his name is actually Joe Pera. But the character that he is this old man in this 30-year-old body. So he, like, dresses like a 75-year-old man and, like, walks around like a 75-year-old man. Right. And, like, has this, like, weird composure and, like, this weird, like, rhythmic, like, talk to him. And he talks you through different things. So it was, like, one of the episodes is called Joe Pera Goes Furniture Shopping with You. So he takes you to a furniture store in the show, and he tests out all these different furniture pieces, and then, like, sits in different chairs and, like, talks about the different end tables. Yeah. It's so funny and it's so unique, and
that's too weird, though.
You would love it. It's dry.
Really?
Yeah. It's like Mel Brooks level funny.
Okay.
It's top tier funny.
That's cool.
Something that's never been done.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
There's only at what point is there, like, a cap? Like, where everything has finally already been done?
I mean, I think it has to do with, like, technology, right? Because I'm sure they were saying the same shit when Star Wars came out. Like, what ideas are left?
Right.
And then the internet was invented.
Right.
And they're like, oh. And then YouTube came around.
Mm-hmm.
And dumbasses that are like, man, I was watching some YouTube videos this weekend trying to figure out how to remove my the door from my dryer.
Okay.
Because I wanted to switch it to the way it opened.
Okay, so you were on handyman YouTube channels.
Really bad. These guys are terrible. It's so funny, man.
Yeah.
They just don't care about the shit that we care about. Mm-hmm. Like production or camera quality.
No.
Don't give a fuck about any of that. No. They're just like, oh, look at my tools. Like, I was watching this guy, and he's got these gloves, and only the 2 fingers are covered with the gloves. And these are free.
Okay.
And he's got little lights on the fingers. Okay. He's got 2 sets of them.
Cool.
Well, this guy's a fucking dork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But did you know what he was talking about?
No.
Oh.
Well, yeah, to a certain extent, but he was so boring and didn't get to the point.
Right.
That's the thing. If you're going to make a video on... Here's how you accomplish this task.
Yeah.
Here's how you take off a dryer door. Get to the fucking point.
Right.
Don't show me unscrewing all the screws. I know how to do that part, believe it or not. I have the door off and I'm bleeding.
Right.
Please tell me how to fucking do what I want.
Yeah.
Like, it should just be, here's all the screws you need to remove. Here's how to disconnect the tabs to get the dryer door apart.
Okay.
Here's how to remove these two pieces. You got to switch them like this. Put that piece back on, put all the screws back in, and you're good.
Right.
It should be like 90 seconds. But these videos are like 25 minutes.
Well, also they're editing it, right? These guys are editing their own videos.
Yeah, they sure are.
And
I listened to one where the guy was doing voiceovers.
Yeah.
Like he forgot to say stuff while he had the camera on. And it just sounded like he was in a different country. It's like one was like super clear and the other one's kind of like this. It's like, wow. I mean, whatever.
Right.
More power to you, I guess. His video's got like 50,000 views on it.
Yeah.
Just because everybody's trying to do the same shit.
Sure. Well, how-to videos hit.
Yeah.
But what's funny is those people who do those how-to videos, there's a lot of them who are out there who are just like...
Couldn't you imagine if you just had a video, like a channel or a part of a channel that was like how-to, and they were 1 minute and 30 seconds?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be amazing.
Sure.
And then you put all the breaks in.
Right.
Here's how you do this part. If you're already past this part, here's how you do this part.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's just like thinking about production.
Yeah.
That's like when we were looking at the bar that they show from outside, McKenna's bar. Mm-hmm. That's not that's stock footage that we pulled from a website. So we didn't.
Oh, okay.
I ended up not finding a bar and like shooting a B-roll shot of like the outside of a location.
Right.
So it's just stock footage.
Okay.
Right.
That's cool. It didn't look like that.
It doesn't, but it's European if you're paying attention. You could tell that's a European like a pub.
Oh, really?
There's like something about soccer or football or something on there, right?
Yeah.
And what me and Ryan noticed is that there's such a huge market for like posting stock footage and having people purchase stock footage.
Yeah.
Because there's so many bad stock footage out there where there's just like nothing. Where you're like, how is there not a group of people consuming alcohol in a corner of a bar? Or throwing darts, or backing a car up, or like anything that you could possibly imagine. That's like,
yeah, what a wild world that would be, though.
And it's honestly, it seems like that's something that you could make some dough doing.
I don't know, man. What do you make on a stock photo? $1?
I don't know. Every download.
Yeah.
Every time someone
downloads. Who's paid
$1
for that, though?
Well, actually, I don't know if it's like $1 like that because it's a subscription.
Oh, okay.
So you pay like.
So
I don't know, you pay
pennies.
like $50 for a year or something. So yeah, you're not really making a lot.
No.
But if you got a camera and you see something and you're like, oh, I could just light this, shoot it, post it, money in the pocket.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
It's a lot of work.
I don't know if it's I'm sure it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the payoff is that good.
Yeah.
Can we pause this? I'm going to piss my pants.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Cool. This episode is brought to you by Hemp Streets. Hemp Streets is an online boutique for all things CBD.
CBD is a fantastic, non-psychoactive substance that is legal in all 50 states. That makes CBD safe and effective for a daily regimen.
That's just it, man. We need a little bit of simplicity in our crazy lives. That's why Hemp Streets makes buying CBD simple and convenient.
Hemp Streets has a diverse selection of products. We got soaps, we got gummies, we got oils, we got cartridges, we have pre-rolls, and so much more.
Shop for your CBD at hempstreets.com, and at checkout, you can use the promo code HOOK and receive 15% off.
That's 15% off your entire purchase when you check out at hempstreets.com. Now, let's get back to the fucking show.
My apologies. I had to tinkle. I haven't done that in a while.
No, that was the first in a long time.
I don't know why. I think because you got me Dunkachino.
Coffee makes you pee.
Well, coffee and some brewskis, that'll do it.
Yeah. That'll get you going.
So we were kind of talking about like artistic and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like creative and how to be unique. What do you think your like kind of goal is? Like, I know that's way too much, but that's not what I meant. Like, if you could, do you think like, all right, so for your next project,
yeah,
would you want to do kind of shorter web series style again? Do you like that format? Would you want to do something that's more long form? Would you want to do something like super short, like minute and 30 seconds, or?
Yeah, not a minute and 30. That's too short. We're gonna do short sketches. That's already determined. We're doing short sketches. We're doing at like
kind of like Gilly and Keys.
Yeah,
I
definitely
love
like that.
Shit.
Yeah, ones that are like standalones somewhere in the 2 to 5 minute range.
I think that's super digestible.
Yeah. Take it in, have fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to shoot. It's fun to write. It's fun to ingest.
Yes.
Right? Like
yes.
it's all around fun. So those are already in the works. Like we have that going on. There's another project that I might be doing for a music festival, which is super sick.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I haven't even, the gears are turning, so I have no idea what's going on with that.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's it. Honestly, I mean, that'll take me through the end of summer.
Do you think it's weird that like a year ago you were doing APBM and now you're doing like 100 things?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what is that?
Yeah.
How does that happen? It just starts to go?
Well, you know what I kept on thinking in those early years or those early days of like doing a PBM and like also writing? I was like, dude, it was always like, if I do this thing, it'll make this other thing easier to do. So I'll give you an example. One of the things that came to my mind is like, I want Fishhook Studios to be up. Like I want more content on there. I want more people watching it.
That's a good idea.
And I don't want just like people watching me. I want people watching anybody who's in Northwest Indiana.
Well, you know what's weird about Fishhook, or interesting, I should say, not weird.
Yeah.
We got to like 1,000 views on the channel, and then like 2 weeks later we got to like 4,000.
Right.
I was like, whoa, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a really good idea. Like, you did it the right way. Like, having YHST is one thing. And obviously, you're part of that, so it's cool.
Right.
But also having everything else associated with it on, like, a studio platform, I think is a really good idea.
So that was
I don't
the
think a
thing.
lot of people do that.
No, everybody wants to create their own show.
One show.
Their one channel. Welcome to the Shawn Cockerham show. And it's like, that's it? All I get to watch is your dumb, stupid face?
Right.
I don't want to watch just your dumb, stupid face.
Right.
Because
I get that. Don't say that directly to me.
Oh, okay.
Don't look me dead in the eye and say that, please.
You know what I mean, though?
Just so you know, I only have one show, okay? I only am part of one show, so don't hurt my feelings.
No, that's not what I was trying to do.
No. But I think that platform thing is cool. Yeah. Like, because now it's a multitude of things. And it can become more things, and it's almost like you're creating your own internal Netflix. Not a great comparison, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Within a YouTube space, which is like a studio. That's sweet.
I just wanted to have like a place where a bunch of people could watch it. So, but also my thought was that's better on me because then there's constantly something funneling into a channel. Whether I'm doing it or Johnny's doing something or Johnny Mike are doing something, like whether you're doing something, right? Like everybody's putting their own worth into it. So I just always thought like, I mean, look at it. Without a PBM, I wouldn't have been able to do the web series because I would have never met Coffee. I would have never met Billy.
Right.
You know, I would have never met Cameron, Mike Banks, who plays Jim Jones. Like, I would have never met those people, which means I wouldn't have been able to fill those characters.
Yeah.
So it's weird how it's like you take one step, and this is so cliche, but it's true. You take one step, and then you take another, and then you take another, and then you take. You know what I mean?
I think it's just cool that you were able to kind of see that in the beginning. Because,
but I didn't. I didn't see that.
Okay.
I didn't see that at all. Never saw that. I mean, you know, when I was 18, I was like, I want to go to film school, and then I like ran it past a couple, family members, and they were like, we don't have that kind of money for you to do that. That sounds like a bad idea. What are you going to... I was like, okay, I'll just go to normal college, right? So, like, that's always been in the back of my head, but I never saw me doing a PBM would turn into me doing a movie review podcast, which would lead to me doing the web series.
At least that system's not loud, right?
And it's so loud.
I fucking hate that guy.
You're not going to be able to hear it on the microphone, but it is very distracting that there's subs just
constantly
bumping all the time, huh?
Yeah.
He's got
like a goddamn house.
He's got like a barn back there too, huh?
Yeah. Now he's gone.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's like kind of weird. Like it happened in a year.
Sure.
Like it felt like YHST happened, and then everything happened. I guess some people like us was before YHST.
Yeah, it was.
So that's cool. But then it kind of just like it started falling. Like the pieces started falling into place.
Well, it's also the domino effect.
Like, do you think if what happened with... Because originally YHST was a part of APBM,
right?
Like it was an APBM special,
right?
Like, do you think if what happened didn't happen, you would still be doing it? It's kind of weird to think about.
I mean, probably. I was getting burnt out, though.
Yeah, because originally you didn't want to make them separate.
I didn't want to make them separate because I always had that thought, like, under one roof.
Right.
Do things under one roof.
Right.
Don't do things all separate.
Yeah.
Be together. Why would you separate yourself at a time when it's best in numbers?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
I was getting burnt out on a PBM, though, because I was interviewing different people every single week. Mm-hmm. And not only was
There's no way you would have been able to do the web series in that at the same time.
Oh, no way. No way.
No.
No way.
Right.
There were times that it was hard enough to do this.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
do the web series.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's always interesting to think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You know, and like I said, all those things are like super cliches of like, you know, you just got to get out there and do it.
Put one foot in front of the other.
You know, you gotta just you just figure it out. You just talk to one person, they'll give you some information and talk to the next person.
Right.
I mean, you know, I kind of stumbled into working with Ryan.
Yeah.
I just posted on social media and I was like, "Hey, I'm looking for an editor for this footage that I have. I got a bunch of this footage. I don't know what to do with it." Mm-hmm. And then Keegan got back to me. He's like, "Oh, I know this dude, Ryan."
Yeah.
And then little did I know, Ryan was also in cahoots with like Harvest Fest and Funkinetics and like, you know, doing editing, and he had his own podcast. So it's like, it's so weird how shit is just so intertwined.
Yeah, you just get lucky sometimes.
Yeah. But you only can get lucky. See, that's the thing though, is that yes, it is luck. Most certainly it is luck, but that luck is lined up because you went out and looked for it.
Oh, yeah. All right, Joe Rogan.
No, it's true though, right?
I'm just kidding. I'm
right?
just messing with you.
I could have probably just been like, well, I'll just do this editing myself on iMovie. And I could have probably figured out some of it, and then I probably would have gave up after some time, honestly.
For sure.
But when you just reach out and you're just like, hey, I need help, it's nice to know that there's other people who are like, hey, I can't help you, but here's a reference of someone who I know who may be able to put you in the right direction.
Right.
All you have to do is ask.
Yeah.
I mean, and you got to be a little shameless in the process.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's turned into something cool. I'm kind of cool. I'm like glad to be a part of it, kind of.
Just kind of?
Like, well, I'm saying I'm kind of a part of it.
Oh, you're a part of it?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not. I'm just kind of a guy.
You're just hanging out?
Yeah.
Is that how you feel?
Yeah. Like, I'm just like watching everything happen. And I'm just like lucky enough to kind of be your sidekick in this.
Yeah. You were really funny at the premiere.
I was. Why?
Before it started. Because you were like posted up in like one little spot.
Yeah.
There was this like light shining down like right on you. And you were like, you stayed there from the moment that you got situated. Like right when you walked in, you said hi to whoever was there.
Yeah.
And then you went and sat in this particular spot. And then you didn't fucking move. Everybody came up to you. And you were just like the Godfather, just like this dude who's, you might as well just had like a big stogie. And everybody was just like, kiss the ring.
Yeah. Right.
Kiss the fucking ring.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It was fun, man.
Yeah.
That premiere night was super fun. I had a really,
cool,
really
man.
good time with it.
It's really cool to watch us to come together.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch the 7th episode.
Yeah, we're working on it right now.
Do I get some kind of like viewing or something?
What do you mean?
Like, you know how like if you're on the radio or something, they'll send you a movie early so you can watch it and talk about it? Have you seen that?
No.
It has a name.
A trailer?
No, it's like the movie. They'll send you screeners or something.
Oh. Well, that's kind of, I mean, that's what they do with like movies when they
I just want to watch it early is what I'm saying.
Oh, well, you've waited all this time to, no, you're back on the,
right.
you're back on the train. You got to wait.
I waited the whole time.
Yeah, well, you got it. You're back on it.
All right.
That's just how it's going to go.
No, I have to watch it early. Oh, no, we're not doing the...
Yeah, we're not doing it. This is...
Fuck.
We don't do this again. We don't do another review on the movie or the web series until episode 10.
So next week we're going to watch a movie.
Ooh, episode 10.
Spicy meatball?
It's good.
All right.
It's
cool.
good.
I'm excited. We're watching a movie next week.
We are watching a movie next week. I'm so excited to get back to movies.
What are we watching?
We are watching Young Frankenstein.
Yes.
Tony is a big fan of the Mel Brooks movies.
Can't wait.
And I've only seen bits and pieces of it. I've never seen the whole thing.
It's one of the best ones. That's for sure.
It's one of the tops.
Oh, yeah.
Top 3?
Yeah.
Top 2?
It would be, depending on who you ask, I would say it is top 2.
Okay.
probably.
What gives a run for their money?
Spaceballs is a classic, but Blazing Saddles is the best.
Okay.
Blazing Saddles is an amazing, hilarious, creative movie. Spaceballs is kind of Spaceballs. Mm-hmm. It's like the mainstream Mel Brooks. I would say that's probably 3. Probably be Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, Spaceballs, Robin Hood Men in Tights, History of the World.
Okay.
I would think. I might be missing one, but yeah, I love Mel Brooks. I really do. I think he's a fucking genius. I love his comedy, and I'm super excited. That's going to be a fun one for sure, and I think it's relatively short, which is good. It's going to be weird watching a movie.
I know.
We haven't watched one in like a month or something.
It's been a while. Yeah. And we're also going to have a different setup, which who knows how that's going to go.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be a different format.
Different format. So you're going to...
Different intro.
Different intro. Two different intros.
We lost our intro.
Yep.
Different format.
Different format.
And we're watching a movie again.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're getting 2 YHST episodes per week.
Oh.
Look at you, audience members, getting 2 episodes from us. You're welcome.
You're doing what I said I hated.
I know.
Good. Yeah, so we're going to do a different format.
Yeah.
We're going to do, I don't know, you want to talk about it or just do it?
We'll just do it.
Okay.
We'll just do it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Because last time I talked about doing something, Teddy told me it was a bad idea. Now we're not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it should be fun, man. I mean, I think it's good to mix things up because at the end, right before the web series came out, I don't know how you felt, but I was burnt out of watching movies for sure.
Dude, we had that conversation, right? Multiple times when I would walk in and you're like, do we have to watch a movie?
Yeah.
And then we tried to not watch a movie.
Yeah, and then we figured out
we have to watch movies. We have to watch something.
Absolutely have to watch something.
Just something.
Yeah.
Even if we watch something like 3 minutes on YouTube.
Well, you know what? I was talking to my buddy today, and we were talking about whatever sports and shit, and I told him about a 30 for 30 episode. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Called Broke.
Okay.
Maybe we should watch those. That'd be fun.
Okay.
They're short. Oh, an hour.
Yeah.
So we can throw some of those in the mix, too.
Sure. Those would be cool.
Broke is depressing.
Never seen that. Or we could watch the wrestling documentaries.
Oh, Dark Side of the Ring.
Dark Side of the Ring.
We should definitely watch those.
We should watch those.
I'm going to have to pick through them. Some of them are not.
All that great?
It's not that they're not good, but they're out of our range of knowledge timeline.
Okay. Like they're so
old.
in it. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Old,
sure.
usually, yeah. But there's one on Owen Hart, which is great.
Sure.
There's one on New Jack, which is a guy that is crazy and dead. There's a bunch of good ones.
Who's the guy that climbed up to the ladder and then did a backflip and landed on his neck or something? He had long hair.
Shawn Michaels?
Shawn Michaels.
Did he land on his neck?
Broke his neck, killed himself.
That's Owen Hart.
Owen Hart did that? Yeah, it was in a cage, right?
No, he fell from the rafters.
Oh, he just fell from the rafters?
Yeah, he was supposed to come in on a zip line,
and
then he went and the thing broke and he fell and killed. He died.
Oh, it was just a hiccup in the... Oh, wow.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep. Not good.
And just dead right there.
Yeah, in front of everybody. And they kept doing the pay-per-view.
They kept doing it?
Yeah.
What'd they do?
They announced it that he was dead. And then they continued.
How did they take him out? Did they cut to commercial?
It happened at a dark scene, so everything's dark.
Uh-huh.
And he was getting ready.
Yeah.
So it wasn't on camera.
Oh.
So then he fell.
Yeah.
And then they were came back and they're like, Owen Hart's dead.
Wow.
Check this next match out. It's a crazy story.
Yeah.
It's a crazy story.
Right.
It's
what year
so
was
sad.
That? What year was that?
It would have been 1998.
Okay.
I believe.
They were wild out in the 90s, huh?
Bro, it's a sad, crazy story. But yeah, those would be super fun.
Yeah, we should do some of those. We're going to do all different kinds of stuff. So you haven't seen that is going to branch off, and we're going to do our own thing as we've always done.
Yeah, I think it's just time to get fucking mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if we do the same thing
over and over again, you just get burnt out.
It's gonna get old.
But we will always do this. We're still gonna do podcasts and conversations. Right. You'll always get that once a week.
I think it's just about making the split between who wants to watch what, and let's focus on one thing.
Yeah.
And then after that thing, let's wild out a little bit.
Sure.
Which is fun.
Let's have some fun.
So, let's see. Tell you what, Shawnee.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Ciao.
Release a cracker, delete your asses. I'm not the rapper from the motherfucking morning after. I won't surrender.